Hey, how are you doing?
I am fantastic, all things considered. It could be worse. Could be out there,
Okay.
shit. Could be out here with the Rona and shit.
Oh no, no, yeah, forbid that. We don't want that.
Hell nah.
You know me, I'm just being extra as fuck like always, but getting ready to get into this topic that we've been talking about for the past few you
What,
know
week
what?
and
It's
a
really
half,
been for the past
2 weeks?
few months.
Yeah. No, no, no. It's been like week and a half, 2 weeks.
No, remember I had this topic at the other situation.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And we
yeah. Okay,
never
yeah, yeah,
remember I was just like it was a topic, but I never talked about it. We just
yeah,
said it.
yeah. It
So
was
now
like
we're
part
talking
of the
about the
do
shit.
that.
So I did a Twitter poll. You know me and my damn Twitter polls. So I asked them Twitter goons what they thought about big booty privilege.
Yeah.
And
What they say? What they say?
81% said that they said absolutely is definitely a privilege.
It definitely is. I mean, shit. It is on so many levels. I don't even know where the hell to begin. Um, fuck. I mean, shit. I am a woman with a big booty, but I mean, I have my share of stories from working with models out in public to working on my day job and seeing, observing stuff. I mean, it has this, and I think and you probably agree this. It's a double edged sword too. It has its perks and it has its disadvantages too. Because you got the crazies, you got uh, the stalkers and shit. And just people that don't know how to act. And I get that to a certain extent, but it's like, hey, it is what it is.
Well, I said that because it's something that I've dealt with for a decade. I pride myself in working with the top oil and gas. You
Yep.
are a witness.
Yeah.
I used to call you up on my phone and be like, we need to hang out and go to lunch so I can tell you what the fuck
Oh,
just
yeah,
happened.
yeah, yeah. We used to hang out after work when I worked downtown, working, retail energy and shit. Yeah, hell yeah.
And so I know right hand like that shit go down. Like I've been told like some of the things that's happened to me is I remember when I first got hired in this human resource department and I wore like all my dresses will hug my frame, but I wore
Jesus.
this dress. I was trying not to have everything popping out, like. So I wore this dress, and the lady was like, I didn't think I was gonna get the job because the way she was looking at me, I was like, oh damn, did I do something wrong? And
Yeah.
she was just like, after the interview, she was like, I'm gonna keep your information and I'm gonna call you for, if it works out right. So about a week later, I got a call from the lady and I actually got the job. And I'll never forget when I came into the office to talk to her, she was like, I'm just going to keep it real with you. What stood out is you have a very nice body. And when you walked away, I was like, yeah, she's the one. She's the one that's going to add flavor to my office. And I was like,
Now,
this white lady said that, like, really? And she was like, always dress like that, always wear dresses, be real pretty, and wear heels. And I was just like, okay. And I got treated like a Nubian queen.
that's crazy. Just for the fact
Ain't
that
it?
working in oil and gas, not looking at your credentials, not looking at, references, school,
No, I didn't
GPA,
say she didn't look
stuff
at
like
that.
that. But the deciding factor was that ass, basically. Like shit.
I mean, she don't get me wrong, she looked for that, but like you said, it was more so because when I got the job, it was me and it was a Hispanic chick around. I think I was just a little bit older than her, but we weren't that far in age. And she dressed up real nice, tight dresses and everything. And I noticed, I was like, oh, because she was like, y'all are young, and I want you to show your bodies off and be proud. But that's not the first time. So I got moved up, of course. I got moved
Yeah,
up. And I remember I called you and I had told you, I was like, Ish, I got the job at the same company, but I just got moved up and I got a pay raise. Remember that?
yeah, remember that.
Well, I was working with the CEO of the entire company. I had never met the guy. I was the new girl on the block, and a chick came up to me and she was like, do you go to office parties? And I was like, not really. And she was like, well, I need you to go to this one that the company is going to be having soon. And I was like, I'll think about it. She was like, no, I really need you to come because it's going to really get you in the door. And I was just like, okay, whatever. So word had went around that I was coming to the party. So I'm in the office. I'm in the elevator with this. And I knew he's high in the company because I've seen him before. And he's like, hey, I heard about you. You're going to the office party. And I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, make sure you wear some high heels and a real tight dress.
Damn.
And I was like,
Yeah,
excuse me?
it's like this dude getting ready to do a photo shoot or something. That's like something I tell my modeling clients before we
Okay.
meet for a shoot.
I was
Like I
like,
want to wear these color heels and this dress and needs to fit you like this. What the
yeah.
hell?
I didn't know how to take that. I just was like, what? And he was just like, yeah, you look nice. And the CEO, he loves legs. And then I get out the elevator and he goes, mm. And he's so I'm like, you know what?
Wow.
But I went to the party, and after that, it's like I told you, I kept getting moved up in this company. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
I won't say the name, but I kept getting moved up in this really big oil and gas company. And it was I had a lot of haters because they was just like,
I
why are you
remember.
getting moved up? And it's because of your ass and how you dress and stuff. And I was like,
Kinda.
whatever.
How you
Don't
gonna
make the plan, bitch. Learn the game. But on a keynote, it's very shallow, but I do believe that having a large ass come with, I guess you could say, perks. What else would you say? You are a professional photographer who has worked with all type of bodies. What do you notice about big asses that come through?
shit? I mean, I want to say since probably about 2008ish, that's when the whole big booty movement came in. And you really can't call it a trend anymore because it's been over 2008 to 2018 is what 10 years. So it's been over 10 years. So it's here to stay. Um I mean, I think it all started in society with the video vixens and stuff, and then of course the Kardashian chicks, then and of course the OG herself, Buffy,
Oh yeah,
Pebbles,
that's my favorite.
everybody. Yeah, yeah, Buffy the OG, basically started the whole big booty movement thing. She was the first urban model to go from, yeah, music videos and hip hop and stuff, but to mainstream too. She's been in movies, TV shows, magazines all over. When the internet was first getting started, she was all over and stuff. But anywho, it's like me as a photographer, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of backlash for this, but fuck it. Like, as, like as a photographer, I get compliments all the time that I'm willing to work with any and everybody,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of size, color, all that stuff, which is true. I love enjoying what my policy is. I'll work with anybody who's willing to work with me. But with that being said, when it comes to female modeling of any type, I'm gonna go and seek out first the curvy chicks. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Be just plus size chick, a regular curvy chick, BBW, just and I hate to say, but just anything with a fat ass. Those are the girls that I will personally, if I see them on Instagram, social media, whatever, I'll reach out to and say, hey, let's collaborate on the shoot. Blah blah blah. And we get something scheduled, and I think that's what I'm really known for. I mean, shit, I started a goddamn yearly photo shoot called a fucking booty and mass destruction shoot, for
One of my
God's
favorite
sake.
photo shoots to the date.
Thank you. Shout out to any and everybody who's who's been a part of that shoot, and also my assistants that have helped me with those shoots along the way as well. But I mean, yeah, I mean that's what people want to see. I mean, today in this society, I mean, I see women talk about ass. Of course, men go to talk about ass, but I mean, when you get on social media and you see a woman post a pic of another woman's ass, and just especially if it's nice, has nice symmetry and shape and all that. I mean, hell, I mean, what can you say? I mean,
Right.
it's like, geez, but yeah, I mean, me personally, I mean, I'm always going to go after. I mean, like for example, once this whole stay-at-home quarantine, whatever they want to call it, stuff is over, and you know me, I've been talking about on Twitter and social media for the last 2 weeks. I've been investing a lot of money in new equipment. Got a brand
Right.
new camera that has all the bells and whistles on it. Right now to my left, I got a brand new laptop that cost a lot of money with all the bells and whistles, super high power. So as soon as this is over, I'm going to need to test out this equipment. So I'm going to reach out to one of my my curvy models and be like, hey, want to do a photo shoot? I don't care what you wear. I just need to get out, use this equipment, test it out and everything, and I'll be back on the gram and stuff and social media in general, uh, posting regularly. Um, but yeah, I want to say as a photographer, that's what I'm known for, is going out and photographing the curvy women, the women with the big butts, whatever you want to call it. And then another thing I get a lot of compliments for that I'm very proud of is like my work for the most part is tasteful. You know,
That's
um,
true.
thank you. Which, I mean, I do that for two reasons. One, I know from the way that social media is, all these social media sites, even Twitter to a certain extent, they have the terms or whatever, where if something's too raunchy, they're going to take it down, it's going to be flagged. So in my
Mm-hmm.
pictures, because 99% of, okay, let's say you be on a photo shoot with me, as well as I do, 90, if we have a photo shoot for, let's say, 30 minutes, you wear one outfit, chances are all of those pictures sooner or later are going to be posted online. May not be posted all at once, but throughout, the course of a month or whatever, you rotate
Exactly.
them on my social media. So it's like, I don't want to post nothing that I think or I know that if somebody reports it and Facebook or whoever looks at it, it's like, oh, terms and conditions, 3 strikes, he out. Because I mean, I've had my social media up for quite a long time, and I don't feel like, having having to rebuild everything from scratch and changing business cards, changing flyers to a new, Barry media, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. It's like I ain't got time for all that. So I always try and keep it tasteful. Mainly I always want the model to be comfortable. Number two, because of the whole, social media stuff.
But
But
it's definitely a thing you were saying. It's
oh
it's
yeah,
privilege. And I think I don't want people to think that I'm saying like, go out there and get your ass done or do this or do that. But I think it's shallow. I will say that I think it's very shallow for people to not be able to go past, a woman's mind, or if your face just not good enough.
yeah,
Why does it just got to be emphasized on the ass? And see, it's another thing for me because I'm an entertainer. I rap, and it's like every female rapper has to have this gigantic ass,
yeah.
and it's like insane. Like it gets to the point where sometimes it's like the ass that you have that's big ain't even big enough. You know what I'm saying? When you start
Yeah.
hitting to certain people in entertainment, it's like they go bigger. It's just crazy. Like, but that's the
Oh yeah.
privilege.
I mean, you look at, I mean, the three top Black female artists, and you're way more in depth with music than I am. So you tell me if you agree with this. And this is just in random order. You got, Nicki, Cardi, and Lizzo, I would say are the top three right now, right? In Black music.
Okay, just music, not rap, because I don't consider Lizzo a rapper.
Yeah. No. Lizzo's not a rapper, but I would say, yeah, I would say, yeah, in music. Of
Okay,
course,
so in music, I guess you could say that.
yeah. And it's like, as of this moment, and it's like, of course, Nicki got a fat ass, whether if it's real, not, whatever, the ass is fat. Cardi got a fat ass. Lizzo, without saying, like, I mean, my folks at a Lakers game with fucking dress cut out. I mean, shit. I mean, so it's like, and it's just like, damn, like you said, like even in entertainment, it's almost seemed like, and especially with the rap part of it, and I hate to say this, but it almost seems that I'm the kind of person I like to notice trends and connect dots, and it's like,
Right.
in order to be a female rapper, regardless of skill, bars, vocabulary, all of that other stuff, creativity, all right, is the number one rule that the higher ups that are at these music studio stuff, do they just look at the size of the ass? Like, is that the first thing that they notice? Like,
I mean,
like, is it,
it's kind of crazy because it's almost like, again, like the perks of, let's just say you're talented and you have a nice size ass. That's a plus. And I guess they look at it like, as far as marketing, since a lot of the world is into big asses, then you will sell more, or you're better at, you're better to market maybe.
Yeah.
It's just really messed up that it's like that, but that's the only thing that I could think of. While that would be a perk or almost like a necessity to I remember years ago when I've been doing this so for such a long time, but
Yeah.
I remember years ago when somebody that was managing me, the guy was like, you might have to get your ass done.
What? He said that?
Yeah. And I was just like, come again, bro. I was like, I got bars though. You tripping? He was like, nah, people want to see somebody with a big ass. You competing with even bigger asses. And I was just like,
That nigga wanted
so this not about my talent?
that boy wanted you to say, that boy wanted you to have bars and booty. You know what I mean?
Bars and ass, okay? And I was just like,
Bars and booty.
this ain't gonna work. And he was just like, nah, I'm just keeping it real. Like, and then the harsh reality of that was exactly what he said. Like, eventually we parted ways because he had a different idea than what I could, wrap my head around. But getting out there on my own, I just noticed how shallow shit was. I remember just being handpicked because that's what they saw first.
Yeah.
I'm serious. And they was just like, you, come on. And I was just like, that's so shallow. But see, look, we talking about the perks, but no one, even my years of being in entertainment, I have not seen anyone talk about the cons of having a big ass. Have you? You see the glitz and glam.
I mean, I've witnessed the cons before.
You've witnessed it. That's what we're going to talk about. But have you ever seen a model with a big ass talk about it being an issue?
I mean, the only thing I hear is like certain clothes, don't fit right. Certain things, outfits, especially when it comes to like that off the wall type modeling. Like for example, like a couple of the cosplay clients I work with, because of their proportions, they may have to get something specially made, or specially, right, or they buy something online, an article of clothing, and because their waist is this and ass is this, they got to get it altered,
right.
But other than that, no. Oh, women have told me over the years about just like them doing regular everyday things. Like this one chick I used to know when I worked in retail energy, we were talking on the phone casually. I'll never forget, it was a Sunday afternoon, and she told me that she was in a grocery store and a dude literally followed her like on several aisles, and he was making it too obvious because, okay, you're in a grocery store, especially if it's a small one like, Fiesta, right, and if anyone who's watching this not familiar, Fiesta is one of the smaller grocery chains out here, and not just in the amount of them out here, but the store itself is kind of small. They're not like a mega store or anything like that. But you know, you may be in the grocery store, and yeah, you may pass by someone once or twice on the same aisle. Maybe that's coincidental, but she noticed, you know, because she's the kind of chick, she's aware of her surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude just kind of kept circling around her. And then she finally got tired. He was like, look, you just want to take a picture, you know? And the dude busted out his camera and took a picture.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you get your stalkers. Is that what you're saying? Like basically you're hearing that they're getting stalked, maybe, or people are just,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
Well, I mean, shit. Remember that time we was at you helped me out with the photo shoot for Lady Bassarina back in 2017, I think it was. We was at
Yeah,
Herman Park.
at
Yeah,
is
remember,
Herman Park.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, remember you had on the blue and black dress, and I had did some headshots for you because you was doing a play or
Yes,
something. And
you're
so
right.
you and I, yeah, remember you and I did a photo shoot prior to Bassarina showing up, and then when she showed up, there were two guys who were like, I guess they were jogging or walking or whatever. And remember at first it was cool because they asked for some pictures or whatever. Y'all was kind enough before the shoot because I was still getting stuff out my bag or whatever. So y'all was taking selfies with them and letting them take pictures, and then it's like we go to shoot, and then they're coming, you know, they stopped doing their thing, their jog or walk or whatever on the trail. Then they came into the park we were at. They were
Mhm.
still walking and looking, and it just got uncomfortable. And remember, I had to go into Suge Knight mode and just basically tell them, hey, look, beat it. We're trying to take care of some business here.
Well,
You know,
remember when
you
I
guys
went to the
got,
bathroom? Remember,
that's
I
what
was
happened. You went to the bathroom and you said they were standing
they
right,
were right
right
there.
there. Yeah. And then when you came back, you told me about. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna excuse my friend. I don't know if I can cuss on here. My
You can
bad.
cuss,
But
yes.
I'm sorry.
It's an uncut show,
but,
baby, real and
but
raw. Give the people
and,
what you got.
and you know, it's like you remember I was just like, you know what? Fuck this shit. So I dropped my camera bag, went over there, and it's like, look, guys, look. They would kind of take pictures with y'all. We're you know, it's because number one, I was already annoyed because it was 9, 10 o'clock in the morning and it was already hot as hell.
It was
You know,
very hot that
yeah,
day.
it was very hot and humid that day. You know, it's 9, 10 o'clock. I'm already drenched in sweat like a damn hog. And, you know, these guys won't fuck around and y'all feeling uncomfortable, rightfully. So I just told those guys, look, beat it. I'm calling the cops. So I'm going to take things in my own hands. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, we mean no disrespect. You know, sorry, we won't hamper. And they, you know, and then they leave after that. And I came back. It's like, okay, we get back to shooting. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
that was
yeah,
real scary. Um, I know another con is like with being in entertainment. I told someone this. I was just tired of being the big booty, ghetto ass, crazy girlfriend, wife, baby mama. This is a really good story. I went to and I told you that I'll be telling your ass everything. I went to an audition, and tell me if you remember this. I went to an audition, and I didn't want my ass to be the center of attention, so I wore a shawl around this jumpsuit it fits very tight to you, so you can see something back there, but I ain't want them seeing all that.
yeah,
So I went to the audition. It was a woman and it was two guys, and I did act for the role, and I thought I smashed it. And afterwards, the lady whispered something to the guy, and I was just like, I was getting ready to head out because she didn't give me no feedback. And walking to the door, I'm sorry, I got ready to leave, and the guy said, "Well, we'll talk to you." And I was like, "Okay, I don't think that went well." And then the lady whispered something. He said, "Excuse me, miss, I'm so sorry. This is some crazy shit, but can you come back?" And I was like, "Okay." And he goes, "She don't want to say it out loud, or maybe she will." He said, "But she wants you to take your shawl off and show,
well, no, you
you
never
know,
told me about this one.
turn
Oh
your booty
shit.
around." And I said, "What?" And she said, "Girl, you got that big old thing behind you, and you coming in here acting like you so sweet and nice and sophisticated." She said, "You did a great job for the character, but I want you to get ghetto and show that ghetto booty." And I was like, "So I got a ghetto booty?"
You do. You do. For the record, you do.
And I laughed and I cut it. I took the shawl off and turned around, and I was just like, all in the camera face, and she was like, that was perfect. And I got a call back. But that goes to show. It's like, I try to tell people, I can't make this up. This shit really happens. Like, people
again,
are very shallow.
yeah, and that, like, even though that's an awesome story, that's funny as hell, but I get from a professional standpoint, you just don't want to be typecast. You know what I mean? You want to show your
I
more
don't.
range. I mean, shit. Because let's face it, like, me, I live in downtown Houston. When I walk out, if I'm going for a bite to eat or drink, it's like I see all types of big booty professionals. I see big booty doctors. I see, big booty attorneys and shit. You know what I mean? So just because a woman has a big ass doesn't mean that she can't be a doctor or a lawyer or
Right.
fucking, shit, anything. You know what I mean? It's
You're
like
right.
I see them all the time. Living in commuting in downtown Houston. It's hey, that's crazy.
Don't box me in,
Yeah,
because like, it's like when
yeah,
I
yeah, don't box you in, exactly.
my favorite actress is Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
And I love her because she's a beautiful chocolate queen. And Angela got a nice ass and a nice body. But you don't see that being the focus of what she does. If she does a role where you can see her body, you'd be like, damn, Angela got a nice ass body. But she's not casted for the same roles that they wanted to cast me as. And it was just like, am I presenting myself wrong? But like I said, I'm going in there with jackets on, anything to hide the ass. It just wasn't working.
Damn.
It just wasn't working.
And then what that may be attributed to also? That may be just attributed to out here in Houston, just our culture. You know what I mean? Like down south, Texas,
Atlanta
cornbread
too.
women, so that just may be the thing out here. You know what I mean?
So but that's a good stir of direction, because if it's a regional thing, then maybe if we were to go out in LA, who's to say, like you said, that would even matter? You're right. I just know that
imagine like people auditioning things, because number one, and I know this from watching the show on Botched. LA has a ton of LA is like one of the plastic surgery capitals of the nation, if not the world. So, and of course, everybody in LA, the whole stigmata, or the, what do you call it, the thing where it's like the whole cliche thing, everybody in LA wants to go into acting and get discovered and be in entertainment. So it's like, imagine people, these casting directors and whatnot in LA, imagine how many people especially women, that they see every day auditioning for various roles that, have obviously fake boobs, obviously, big butt and everything. And they got to look past that. You know what I mean? Because they're used to seeing it. Corey Robinson there said, no, it's everywhere. I mean, I would think that's because sometimes, you just get
kind of. Thanks for tuning in, Corey, and point that out.
Yeah. But, at some point, you just got to get kind of like immune to that. Because, like, if I'm a casting director and we got this movie coming up and there's XYZ role and the studio or whoever is funding this, it's like, okay, yeah, a big booty chick can walk in, but if she ain't got the skill set for said, role, then it's like, okay, cool that she applied, cool, I got to see a big ass, but she got to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't, a lot of them don't think like that.
But hey, it is what it is, that's just, I did not hear that story. That's crazy. Actually, a take off that shot, that robe or whatever.
Yes, I was really, really shocked. Like, are you serious? But it just kind of goes to show I was really disappointed, because that's not what I try to do. Like,
yeah,
I know there are certain roles where I do, like, present myself like the whole package. Because I know I went to an interview and I wore a real tight ass red dress. And after the interview, everybody was like, good job.
Yeah.
Say that again?
I said, shit, red's my favorite color. I never seen that dress before. Shit.
I wore the red dress, and when I say I turned around and it was just a bunch of talking, And I was like, oh shit.
Oh, and you gotta show me that red dress. Shit, I don't
No,
think I
it's
ever
the one that
seen.
I wore to Chacho's on my birthday. It's kind of maroon, not so much red.
Oh, the maroon one.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that I shot you in back in December. Okay.
Yeah.
Like back when you were still allowed to go outside. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. 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 That one's yeah. That's a tight ass dress. Hell yeah.
And
Shit.
I was just like, man, that's crazy. Like that people are so shallow like that. But
Well,
it is.
and you know, I see it in my current day job. I don't want to reveal too much, but you know, like fuck it, I'll say it. Well, I'll say it to a certain extent. Like, you know, I work in the grocery industry. Although I'm in e-commerce, but I still, you know, see things in, you know, I still work in an actual store, but I'm on the e-commerce side. So I handle, you know, like online orders and stuff. But anyway, it's
Uh-huh.
like I could be going on break or going to lunch and I'm going through produce. And the location of my store is right next to a gym, you know, so, you know, people coming, you know, either after their workout, coming in, getting some things, or even, you know, maybe before they work out, they're coming to get, you know, maybe a smoothie or something, I don't know, or getting some extra water or something. But I went through like the guys in produce at my store, they could be minding their own business, stocking the produce stuff. They'll see a chick come in, you know, in her workout attire, which is basically, you know, some tight tights, whether if it's shorts,
Mhm.
whatever, you know, because these chicks are working out, you know, they got these phenomenal bodies. You can see the shape of everything. And it's like, they'll just stop. I mean, they could be in the middle of you know, stocking, you know, they're doing their job, and you know, you whatever you're doing your job, even if you work in the office, every once in a while you want to glance up and just kind of look around, take your eyes off the computer or whatever. These guys are stocking, you know, fucking oranges or whatever. They happen to look up and I've observed them like they see one with a fast and they just follow them with their eyes. And some of the guys are so bad they will even stop what they're doing and go ask that woman if she needs help. And meanwhile, there's like an old couple having trouble picking up a goddamn watermelon or something. You know, it's like an old grandma in her 80s or whatever, can't lift up anything more than 5 pounds that needs help with the watermelon, and they'll leave fucking grandma over there on the other side of produce hanging while they're fucking talking to, you know, Miss Workout chick over here with the fast. I've seen it a dozen times. I see that shit 3 times a week. Shit like that. Definitely, you know, it's crazy, you know. It and, you know,
You know
I'm just
what? Help your elderly people out. Do not be going to that woman with them thick thighs and the big ass booty. Go help them elderly people out so you can get your blessing. Okay.
all right. I remember one time, I think I told you this not too long ago, but we used to have a supervisor at my job. He was supervisor over like he was actually one of the store assistant managers, and this was several months ago, probably back in like January. And him
Mm-hmm.
and I were in the back talking, and so we looked through the double doors, and you know, we see an attractive woman with a big butt, and she's going like over in the dairy aisle. So, you know, I'm trying to remember not to mention his name, but I called him over. I was like, "Hey, you know, buddy, look at that old girl over there." And he looks and he was like, "Oh shit, I'm about to." Now we're in the back. We're in like the back receiving area, right? This
Right.
woman did not look like she was lost. Didn't look like she needed help of any kind. He was like, "Man, damn, she fine. I'm about to go see if she needs any help." And before I can turn to say something, he was already out the door.
Get
And I'm standing in the back, and I'm looking, and he literally walked up to her out of nowhere. And there's other people around who looked like they could have used his help. And he's like, "Hey, you know, I couldn't make it because it was like along several feet away. And you see him like he's talking to her and shit. And I'm just
oh
like,
my gosh.
wow.
That is awful.
Yep.
Oh, look at this. Look, look at that.
I'm doing the same thing, but respectful way. I actually help Aries Cal that goes to that. That's good for you. See, yeah. That's good. You know, he said, at least help the elders, you know.
Exactly, because not everybody able, but you come on, you know. I've had that happen to me too though. I remember one time I was looking for some meeting. I was with my sons, and the guy was like breaking his neck to help, and one of my youngest son, Jermaine, he just say whatever.
Yeah.
He was like, "She don't need no help, bro."
Oh, yeah, I remember
And
you
I was
told me
like,
about.
"Jermaine, don't say that." And the guy was like looking, and he was just like, he mentioning his dad and just
Yeah, you know my dad's in the car,
I
right?
laughed so hard. I say, boy, you do not be playing with me. Say because you can read good. You didn't need no help. He just came running. He almost fell. He
Yep.
told my mom when he saw you, he almost fell. I was like, oh shit.
And like working in retail slash grocery, like I've been minding my own business.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say if I'm coming back from lunch, I'm leaving the break room, and sometimes I go through the sales floor. Sometimes I may go through the back, but if I go through the sales floor, one of my colleagues who, let's say, is a stocker, may stop me like, hey, Ish, stop, man, check out aisle A22. And I'm like, what is there a spill or something? What was going on? No, just go and check out A22. Be discreet. I go, it's some chick with a fat ass. They just want me to look at her and get my opinion. I'm just like,
Are you serious?
really? Yeah, I swear to God, it's happened to me more than once. It's like, I'm about to be late going back to my department because you guys want to stop me and look at
I need
it.
my charger.
Like, shit.
I text. You know where it's at before it.
What you getting?
The charger.
Oh shit! Oh, you about to see? I had my setup going on here. I figured I might as well plug mine in because I know this whole live streaming thing eats up a battery. Shit, it eats up my Android battery, so I can only imagine what it's doing with your iPhone.
Well, the kids are out of school, so they have the laptop. Excuse me. They usually have the laptop doing homework and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and they not on top of charging it like how I usually have it charged.
yeah. Oh, you're on
But
the laptop.
huh?
I said you're on the laptop.
Yeah. I'm on the
Okay.
laptop. I just like it. I can see better and things like that. But I'm back,
Yeah.
so it's all good. So yeah, we talked about the grocery store hose. We gotta call it for what the fuck it is. We keeps it very real on my show.
No,
Um,
what? To me, there's a difference. Like, case in point, again, my grocery store is located right next to a gym, so it's kind of understandable for a woman to be in, certain workout attire to come in the store because well, before all this started, pre-coronavirus when we could still go out to the gym. So I get it. A woman goes to the gym, has a good workout. Hey, there's a grocery store right next door. Why not get a couple of things even before you work out? Hey, I forgot to bring some water. Let me go in the grocery store, get, one or two small things of water because it's cheaper than buying it at the gym. You get, a thing of Aquafina for 99 cents or whatever. I get that. But then I never forget when I first started working for my current employer, there was a woman who literally came in a swimsuit. Like she had on a bikini. It's hard not to look. I tried not to at the gym. Nah, you're right, dude. Like it's hard not to look at the gym. I've shit. Shit, Miss Bullet, I used to stay in the gym, especially when I lived on the north side. I was right next to that Fitness Connection by Greens Point. Remember, I used to stay in the gym. It's like, it's so hard. But I remember this one chick came in and she literally was wearing a swimsuit. No, she wasn't wearing a swimsuit. She was wearing a bikini and she had a badass shape. And I'm thinking to myself, like, there's no fucking beach around here. Like, what? Like, she literally had on a
the
black,
gym?
huh?
A bikini at the gym?
No, a bikini in the store. She had
Oh,
on a
maybe she
black
had went to
bikini.
maybe she was coming from a barbecue at a pool party or something. I can see that.
But I get that too, kind of sort of, but at the same time, it's like you don't want to throw nothing on, like a coverall or something. Because I mean, shit, like this is another time when I was coming back from lunch And shit, I didn't want to go back to my fucking department. I was like, fuck e-commerce. Shit, it's like, fuck this. Like, I just want to follow her around. I started to pull a thing like what my colleagues do would go around asking her for help and if she needs some help and shit. I'm supposed to be in the back processing orders and shit. I was like, God damn, like really, we doing that in the fucking grocery store, just walking in a fucking black bikini, cheeks out, tits out, just okay, all right. Me take my ass to the back and do these orders.
Yeah, that's a little extreme, but some people just like really big attention whores.
That could be it,
So
yeah.
I've seen it, and I'll just be like, and you would be surprised. Not every guy is into looking or just staring like that, but I definitely like. I've seen it. It's just the fact that it does come with perks, and people are so shallow. Another story that it's so cool that we just throwing these stories around. But there was a time in my life when I was really big on the party and club scene. I would turn your party out. Okay. Matter of fact, a party is not a party until I get there.
Damn.
And you know that. You know, I have been to a club and everybody be like, what's got to change? So I say that because I used to go to the club deep. I used to have like 10 homegirls. You remember them days?
Actually, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but right behind me, my old laptop is transferring files to the new one. And last night I was going through what I like to call the archives because the shit's so old, and I found some of our old club pictures. Yeah, yeah, I found some of it. Shit, damn near finished transferring. As a matter of fact, look behind me. Yeah.
One of these days, maybe when we get off the phone later on, you have to show me because I know, baby, we used to be on the go, okay? But yeah. I say that because the perks of having a big ass or a nice ass, whatever they want to call it, is I was always free at the club somewhere, or I didn't have to wait in line. And I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of messed up because sometimes I would just get there and the line would be long, and I would know somebody or somebody that just liked me or had a thing and would be like, Blue, who you with? I'm like, I got like 7.
Oh, you freezing up on my end.
Nothing. Oh, but the con of that was I wanted to have more substance in my friendships. And I found out after like years of being friends with some of these women that was the only reason why we were friends. Helen pretty, Helen got a nice ass, Helen gonna get in the club, Helen gonna get drinks. She gonna get in free. And I was just like, oh bitch, like it's not that type of party. Like I'm more than just that. So I just stopped dealing with a lot of people, but I'm trying to let people know that there, as much as it's like some perks, it's also some disappointments in that too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, even me as a photographer, like there's this one chick I worked with. Actually, I had to stop working with her because, she's a full figure chick, beautiful shape, real gorgeous shape. She was built. I personally think she was put on this earth to be a model, and she's actually done a lot of runway type model, and she's modeled in different cities in New York on different like New York Fashion Week and Austin Fashion Week and stuff like that. But it's like she has this big ridiculous ego to the point where it's like she's not professional. And that shit gets annoying to me, because me working with me, I like to do a timetable. Okay, what outfits are you bringing? Where are we shooting at? What time we're shooting? I like to be very, very meticulous. What shoes, this, that, and the other. And it's like, I remember the last time we worked together, it was like she was over an hour late. She didn't bring the outfits she said she was going to bring, and I was just like, I went ahead and did the photo shoot. And it's like, after that, I was just like, you know what? I'm not even going to work with her no more. It's like, it's not even worth, but I mean, she had for all of its worth, get back to somebody, she had a phenomenal ass, like, especially for like a BBW. And it's just like, man, do I really want to continue putting up with this over a fat ass? And to give it some conscious, I want to say like if I had to guesstimate, I want to say like her butt is maybe like in the 50 something inch range, and it's like, nah, I just can't do being late. You know what I mean? Like,
But you think
that's
she got a bad attitude because she has a big ass, or she used to people taking shit off of her because of her ass or her body?
I think so, yeah. And especially
Mm.
like with her getting modeling gigs in other cities and states and doing that high runway fashion stuff, yeah, I think, she let that shit get to her head. And because, like, when she pulled up, she didn't even say, well, number one, when I got to the location, I called her just to see if she was on her way. She was just waking up. And she could have, but to my recollection, she didn't even apologize for, oversleeping. Once she got there, she definitely didn't apologize for being late or that we coming with different outfits that we had previously planned. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
it was just like, nah, I'm not dealing with this chick no more. Like, God bless anyone that has to work with her going forward. I ain't gonna do it. No,
I
fuck
don't
that.
think. I think that's a poor piss ass mentality to have because regardless of this, I don't act different. I try so hard to be very professional. It might be someone else that's not professional, and I'm the one that's professional. I'm
Yeah,
all about my business. Um, so I've never really just. I don't see why that would make you change. But again, these girls that have these really big asses, they have perks. They get perks. Like they get a lot of attention. They get a lot of leniency because of their bodies. And so they might have that mentality like, you gonna bow down and do what the fuck I say.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, to each is his own. I just think I could go we could go on and on and on with the stories.
Oh yeah,
I can't
oh
believe
yeah.
that we've already been talking for almost an hour.
Yeah, 46 minutes is some change. Yeah. It's
Talking
I mean,
about booty, big booty
I
privilege.
mean shit. I think overall in this society, especially if you're trying to be seen, whether if it's on social media connected, it and I don't want to discourage anyone who does, any woman who doesn't have a big ass out there or whatever. I'm not trying to but it does have it overall, it has its perks to, you know, I know it's gonna sound real bad, but like to get those likes and stuff on social media. I mean, shit, you even notice with your pictures. For example, when I took the pictures of you back in December of the bodysuit where you literally had your cheeks out, and I mean, which one? Those pictures got a lot of attention on
Hundreds.
on social media, and then even the goddamn behind the scenes video I made of that outfit of me doing the photography and stuff. That's one of my highest watched videos. But then the video of you in the maroon dress, I think that thing, just going off memory, I'm not looking it up, it
Right.
may have 100 views, if that. You know what I mean? It might actually, the one right behind you, that picture right behind you, yeah. you know Now, yeah, let that be, let you have chosen a picture of one of the ones of you in that bodysuit, cheeks out and shit. Be a different stuff. I know you wouldn't do that, have that up at the radio station, but
Nah, see, because I'm not an attention whore like that. Like, I'm going to get attention regardless, just being me
yeah,
and having the personality I got. I don't always have to make the ass the center of the attention or the reason why I'm liked or respected. But I'm damn sure not about to have my booty out on a professional business flyer that I want to also get business from because
yeah,
me rapping and me being a radio host is two different things. While I do bring in my Miss Blue persona, I'm still professional and I don't want to attract the wrong attention because
yeah,
that's not the attention I'm looking for that. So you're right. So but it's sad because I tell people all the time, people still will talk shit and act like they dumb and clueless about why women show their ass in music and entertainment. Why they
it
talk
gets
about
them,
sex
it
and
gets
music.
them good.
That's the only thing that we get credit for really are, you know, likes and even sometimes record deals depend on that shit.
Yeah,
And it's shallow. Love yourself though, like you're saying, we're not saying go out there and get pumped up or nothing like that. We're just saying is big booty privilege a thing or not? And we're sharing some of the stories that we have experienced and what some of the things that we've seen firsthand, and it is definitely it's a thing,
yeah. I
unfortunately.
mean, I noticed myself as a photographer. I mean, hell, case in point, right now, on my Facebook page, my Facebook photography page, Barry Media, today and yesterday I posted a picture of you, one yesterday, one today, of you in from the woman empowerment shoot, where you're basically in in a in fucking business attire, right?
Right.
The picture I posted today so far hasn't had any likes. The one I posted yesterday has about 4 likes. Now,
Mm.
if I go back in your folder and look at the ones in the bodysuit, which you having your cheeks out, that shit probably got 100 something likes and a dozen shares and all that. And the same thing goes for other social media, not just you, but it's like, I mean, hell, just what we was talking about before. I mean, here I am, the most famous set of photos I ever taken. And I've taken a lot of photos of a lot of shit, not just people, but also, architecture and shit. And I'm known for the Booty and Mass Destruction photo shoot. And truth be told, that whole hashtag is even mine. That's Black Sheep Cosplays, and I just ran with it. You know what I mean? And we decided to collaborate on the shoot and make it an annual thing, And it's like, here I am, and even, when I'm at conventions and stuff, I was like, hey, you that guy from the Booty and Mass Destruction pictures. Yeah, that's me. Oh man, I love that work, man. That shit was
That
fire.
was a badass photo
You
shoot.
know, Thank you. Yeah, and people tell me about the favorite chick from it, a favorite pose, or what the favorite year of it, that we did, favorite theme or whatever. And it's just like, those pictures are some of my most known for. But then it's like, if I take a picture of, you know, I think I took a beautiful picture last year of the Astrodome. You know,
Yeah,
no one talks about that. You know what I mean? And the Astrodome is a fucking historic landmark, a Texas icon. I mean,
absolutely.
how many great moments have happened, in the Astrodome, since it was created. You know what I mean? How
Right,
many times have, the Oilers almost went to the Super Bowl twice in the Astrodome. The goddamn Astros, have been multi-time Central League Division champs dozens of times in the Astrodome. You know what I mean? The
right,
whole Hurricane Katrina thing, evacuating people from Katrina here in Houston. The most of them were saved from where? The Astrodome. You know what I mean? Yeah, Daniel, the Reliant Astrodome, exactly. Um, what other cool things have happened in the Astrodome? I mean, it was the first air conditioned, dome arena in the United States, the ninth wonder of the world. I took a bomb ass picture of that last year, and no one says shit about
are
that.
you emphasizing that though?
Huh?
I said, are you emphasizing ass strodome?
No, I probably was
I just see a
subconsciously,
lot of
but I didn't
ass
do that on
strodome.
purpose.
You need to cut your shit out. No, you know what? I'm a fan though of.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about something, you know what? You're from Houston. You're all about Texas. You're all about Houston. That should be the perfect nickname for your ass. If you was to give it a name, it should be Astrodome. You're saying,
Ass strodome.
yeah, ASS is emphasize that, and then Shadome.
They might want some royalties off my ass though if I really blow up. Like what Nikki had that line, her ass is finally famous. Remember when she first
Oh
came
yeah,
out? Google my
yeah,
ass because it's finally famous. Hey.
yeah. That's one of my favorite songs from her. Yeah. Um, shit, hyphenated. You got to change things so much. So
Yeah.
like you said, you can't. They kind of can't sue you. So do ASS in caps hyphen then dome booty. Yeah,
Okay.
after
That's a
dome
bit
booty.
different, you know what I'm saying? That'll be
But see
different.
now,
That's fun.
it's on record now. I've said that, so technically that's my copyright. You know, and I do
You
have
know
my
what?
attorney.
You really are a baby Suge Knight.
Thank you, thank you. You know, I like to consider myself Vince McMahon, Suge Knight, Mark Cuban, and Uncle Scrooge all rolled up into one. You know, that's
Uncle
yeah.
Scrooge, like
Scrooge McDuck from DuckTales.
I was just about to say, his shicey ass.
Hell yeah, shit.
You know what? I'm
And you
not
know
playing
what's
with
fucked
you.
up? You know, I thought about the other day, not to get off topic, but I have three nephews. I only have three nephews. And actually, they're my great nephews, which is the same like Huey, Dewey, and Louie from Uncle Scrooge.
Uh-huh.
Those are Uncle Scrooge's great nephews. And I have three great nephews my damn self. So technically, I
Yeah,
am a real life Uncle Scrooge in that aspect.
you're right.
Yep. True story. Can't make this shit up.
You did it again.
What?
Aspect.
Oh, shit. I'm really not doing that shit on
You
purpose.
are marketing.
But seriously, you know, so I'm gonna get like you know, I'm gonna hit up Dicey tonight, my attorney, my good attorney friend, Davita Green, to go drop some paperwork. You know, if you want to use that, you know, you pay me a nominal fee, you know, and feel free to nominal fee.
I
You
gotta
know,
pay you for what?
use Astrodome Booty as
Ooh, you know what?
you know, we're trying to get paid over here. These are
I should
tough
have
times, man.
known you
Coronavirus.
weren't doing
Trying to
anything
think of
nice
different
for the
avenues
studio.
for I'm trying to think of different avenues to make money. Shit, I can't do no fucking photography right now. Might as well come out with ideas and charge motherfuckers for it. Shit,
You
I
know
can't go
what?
outside and do photography. Photography isn't essential. You know, last I checked. So
Yeah,
I gotta think of something. Shit.
we'll talk about that. We'll talk about it. But look, you guys. So we gave you our insight on big booty privileges and perks, the pros, the cons. Thanks for tuning in, and I just wanted to wrap it up real quick with 10 ways to stay productive during isolation. I have write, get rest, clean up, decorate your house, discover a new book. I will tell you that right now, I am still reading Surviving 1,000 Deaths, the Glennie Smith Scott story. You could follow her on Instagram, or you could buy the book on Amazon, and that's how it looks. It's a really great story. I had to plug her in. Find topic hashtags to participate in on social media if you're bored. Ish is the guru of hashtagging and finding out what's trending. Write down any plan, business, finance. Now you got time to think. When I do start back in my business, what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm gonna do it, and write it down. Relationship bond. For all my lovers out there, if you've been having issues with each other, now is the time to sit down with your man or your woman and think about what's really been messing up the relationship or what y'all can do to change some shit. And if you have a good relationship, just continue to keep having isolation sex. It's great, right?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Bonds on that level. You know what I'm saying? We all grown and sexy.
Now you have my attention.
Yes, I'm just saying, you know, do your grown thing. You know what I'm saying? No babies because the market is bad. You know what I'm saying right now. So no new babies. But record new music for my artist entertainers. Record new music. If you don't have a home studio like I do, just write. Just continue to keep writing music, because eventually when the studios open up, you about to have a badass catalog.
Yeah.
And last but not least, watch movies. That's one of my favorite things to do. I just watched Misery by Stephen King probably for the 111th time throughout my life. That's one of my favorite movies.
Okay. That's a damn good list. And believe me, like I tell everybody, if I wasn't essential, you know, in my day job, you know, I be working in retail, grocery, whatever. I still got to go into work every day, especially in e-commerce, since online orders are taking off, as everyone probably already knows and everything. It's like, I'm still reporting to work every day. But if I wasn't, there's so many movies and TV shows I would be catching up on. there is so much sleep I would be catching up on.
Yes,
You
get
know,
your rest if you can.
man,
Get
you
your
know,
rest.
there's so many books. Speaking of books, this one here I've been meaning to read, but my good friend Dicey Grinner, Fast Friends, Desperate Lovers. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't started yet, but it's on my to-do list. Um, Checked out, I got other books here in my damn collection. This one from my good friend Ashley Niemer, The Ones Who Lived, which that's like a mystery type story. Like I got books and shit over here I've been meaning to read, but shit, I just God, I mean, at times I wish. I mean, granted, I'm glad I still have a 9 to 5 to go into to pay the bills and shit, but man, if I get some time off just to sleep, catch up on reading, even, and I think another thing too, when it comes to this whole isolation thing, people should start back going to their roots. Because what a lot of us do, we have hobbies and interests, and then we get too busy with work, family, school, whatever, and we forget about those hobbies. Like I have a friend of mine in Atlanta that she started back taking up painting. And I've known her for like since 2016, 17. I didn't even know that she painted. You know what I mean? And through all of this, she told me, "Oh, I'm going to take back painting." I'm like, "When the fuck did you paint?" And she's like, "This is how long it's been since she painted." And one thing I'm doing when I'm not at work, like I said earlier, I'm investing money and time, kind of like rebuilding my photography business from the ground up, investing in new technologies and stuff, learning, learning stuff, testing out new equipment. That way, like you said, when this is over, bam, I can just run with it,
Straight to business. Exactly. Yep. So is there anything else that you would like to touch up on, or it just end the combo with?
Shit, nah, just big booties for everybody. Shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
On behalf of that, as a woman, I will say, love yourself and don't let them box you in. That has been my issue, but I'm very strong-minded. I do not allow people to box me in, and I will let them know when I feel like I'm being boxed in. And if it means that I just stop doing that and focus on another area of entertainment, then that's what I'll do, because I know I got a lot of talent, and it will not just be defined by my 45-inch ass, and it's worth a ton.
Astrodome. Astrodome.
I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's been fun. It's been real.
Yes.
And
sometimes very too real. Shit.
You know what?
I'm just saying.
We always got to keep it real on the show, though. People want to tune into shit they relate to, not no fake, not no fakeness, And we all about that. So thank you for sharing your insight, and I will talk to you soon, my friend.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.